Hi, I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Cindy.
And we're here with another feeding frenzy for the Master Key system. We're on part 2, number 5.
That's right. Ease and perfection depend entirely upon the degree in which we cease to depend upon the consciousness. Playing the piano, skating, operating the typewriter, the skilled trades, depend for their perfect execution on the process of the subconscious mind. That's perfect execution. The marvel of playing a brilliant piece on the piano while at the same time conducting a vigorous conversation shows the greatness of our subconscious powers. So what does this say to you? You just gonna sit and laugh at me?
No. I'm thinking of another word another time. It seems backwards. It seems like in order to get something down pat and really do it well, then you really have to consciously focus on it and practice on it.
Mm-hmm.
And what's that saying is the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
You really need to get out of the way and let the subconscious do it.
Mm-hmm.
And now I do believe that is so, but it contradicts everything that we've been taught.
Right.
You know, we've been taught practice, 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 practice. Well, while I do agree that practice does make perfect, I believe the talent lies in the subconscious. Mm-hmm. And the practice needs to not be in overdoing whatever it is that we're attempting to do, but the practice needs to be in getting the conscious mind out of the way.
Right. I was just going to say.
And letting the subconscious
It sounds like
over.
to me what we need to practice with is to let go of the conscious mind and get into that zone. Mm-hmm. That I've heard many describe it, like basketball players and things. They get into that zone, and I know I do it when I'm on the computer and I'm writing code. There's a place I can get to that I don't hear anything else. Mm-hmm. I don't know anything else is going on, and it's just flowing. Mm-hmm. You know. Mm-hmm. And I know you've done this when you're teaching, or you know. So, it says, the marvel of playing a brilliant piece on the piano while at the same time conducting a vigorous conversation shows the greatness of our subconscious powers.
Isn't it?
How do you do both of those at the same time? Can people do that? I don't know. I've
sure.
never seen anybody do that while they're carrying on a conversation.
Sure. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess it just depends on where your consciousness is and where you let your subconscious go. Mm. It was nothing for me to engage my conscious mind in the daily task when I was still delivering mail of doing that job, but could get totally absorbed in a book at the same time and block out everything else that was going on around me and still do my job better than when I was consciously concentrating on it. When I was consciously concentrating on it, it would take me more time, I'd make more mistakes, I guess I wasn't putting myself into it fully, literally. So when I allowed my conscious mind to take over and do it and let my subconscious get into something else, I had less mistakes, it took me less time. You know, I really did it well.
I guess that explains why I have better ideas in the shower. It's because my conscious mind is washing my hair or whatever, and my subconscious mind is
allowed to think,
allowed to kick in. Wow, well, that's pretty cool. Ease and perfection depend entirely upon the degree in which we can cease to depend upon the consciousness.
Now, see, that's another one that seems entirely backwards. You know, I was taught many years ago that if you really wanted to go and do something, that you really got to go and shape your focus to go do it, go get it. And what I'm finding out is it's less that kind of practice than it is finding where my talent lies and then allowing it to express. You know what I'm saying? It's not just something that I want to go do to make money. It's finding what I'm passionate about and then allowing that passion to take over.
Right. Learning to get out of the way.
Learning to get
and letting
my ego out of the way.
Work through you.
Because when I look at the pursuit of money, I'm not pursuing my passion. I'm pursuing
the money.
which is not where my passion lies. My passion is not in money.
Right.
My passion is in elsewhere, whatever it is, but I'm pursuing something different. So I'm going against my natural state. I'm going against my passion by pursuing the money. So I'm actually hindering myself by doing that.
Right.
Whereas if I went after the passion, the money would follow. It absolutely would follow.
Wow, that's a good lesson for prosperity too. In that when we pursue our passion, and you know, I think that's a buzzword nowadays though. People say just do what you love and the money will follow. And it is true, but it's more than that. You have to get your consciousness out of the way. We have to learn to quit depending upon the consciousness. And I think that's the part that a lot of people leave out.
Well, and how do I know that my consciousness is taken over?
Yeah.
Well, it still wants to follow the money. Well, if I'm going to do this in order to get this paid, then I'm going to have to do that.
Right, right.
And then the other part of me is, well, wait a minute, what about? I really wanted to do this. What about that? Whereas if I really dove into what I'm passionate about and just let it express, then what I need is going to be there.
I think some of the most successful people, at least in my experience with what I do, are people who follow their passion not for the money, but just did something because they wanted to do it.
Because they love doing it.
Right, and then they found a way to monetize that. And it actually usually just fell in their laps as to how to turn that into money. Not that the money just magically appeared, but that once they had done what they were passionate about. I think of craftsmen who make beautiful artwork, you know, and then after they've created, they learn to turn that into money, you know. So there's still work. I don't want people to think that it just magically follows, but it just comes as the next logical step.
Right.
You don't set out saying, well, I'm going to make money from my artwork, because that puts way too much pressure and your conscious mind gets in the way.
Then your consciousness takes over. The ego part of you takes over, the personality part, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
It takes over, and it's more in pursuit of the comfort that comes from, because it's not the money that we're searching for. We're searching for the feeling that's going to be bought by
what the money can buy.
What the money can buy. Do you know what I'm saying? It's, if I had this, I'd be happy. So it's not the money that you want, it's that's going to get you to a different state. Right? So once we put that, our consciousness or that personality in the front seat, then we're allowing them to dictate, you know, where we're going.
Right. Yeah.
And then we wonder why we're running in circles. Whereas if we just got out of the way and found what makes your boat float? What gives you joy to get up in the morning and can't wait to get to it?
Right.
That's going to turn into being your passion, you know, because the energy follows it.
Right.
If I'm truly excited about something, I don't have to find the energy to do it. It comes with it.
Right. Right. So it's almost like if you can get the consciousness out of the way, let the subconscious go to work, then the conscious mind will want to follow. Yeah. Really good stuff.
Really good.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Shrink.